Yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 925s, but we are still married to the games. Episode 205, I forgot to look.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. It's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router, Ed Placencia, and Chris McCracken, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for being here. Ed Placencia.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's going on, dude?
Hey.
How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. What's been going on?
Oh, you know, stuff and stuff.
I love it when stuff happens.
Stuff and
Especially stuff and stuff.
Stuff and
That's
stuff.
true. Yeah. People take for granted that sometimes stuff and stuff doesn't happen.
Nope.
Sometimes just stuff happens.
Sometimes it's just stuff, and then sometimes it's a whole mess of stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
But when you get stuff and stuff, it's not too bad.
What kind of stuff and stuff has been going on?
All right, Puff and stuff. What kind of stuff and stuff are you
I
doing?
know, right?
It definitely sounds like a Pokemon you could catch. Be
That's
like,
right.
oh, snap, I got stuff and stuff.
He's shaped like an Oreo cookie.
It's just a little. It's just a little Ed running around.
And it grows into like a full pizza-sized cookie after a while.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That sounds amazing.
The death discus.
Exactly. Sarah and I went to West Virginia over the weekend.
Oh,
Oh, why?
on purpose?
I know, right? Why?
All of everything you guys asked.
I'm just kidding. I have no qualms with West
No,
Virginia.
not at
it
all,
just
man.
sounds really random.
Oh, it was.
Why did you guys go there?
There is a guy who knew Sarah from the Insanity workout DVDs
Okay.
and found out where her classes are. And because he was in town for his job, went to a class
Okay.
and said, oh, hey, I live in West Virginia. You guys should come visit sometime. And Sarah said, okay.
What?
Yeah.
That's worse than going to a stranger's house in Germany. I'm just saying.
I mean,
Don't-
it's up there, but I think you still take the cake, Gabe, on
Yeah,
the
but
whole.
she went on purpose from her house.
Yeah, but she knew this guy from before.
No.
No, he knew her
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
from
okay.
the DVDs.
Yeah, all right, that's a little.
So don't think before we walked into the house, I didn't text the address where we were to a friend.
Very
Said-
smart. Unlike Gabe, who
Right.
just walks right in.
Did you do that? Did you do that desperado quietly cock your gun?
No.
Like click, click, click.
If I had a gun, it would have been desperately clicked.
That's funny.
It turned out it was fine.
Oh,
he and
no.
his wife were nice people. Definitely a fan.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
But it turned out fine. We went white water rafting and what have
What?
you. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't consider that like the first date for somebody that you've just met. Hey, let's go whitewater rafting.
Can we mark that down under things black people never get together
Yeah,
and do?
seriously.
You know what's funny is afterwards.
Anyway, so me, Pookie, and them met up on what was that, Thursday? We went whitewater rafting.
It's funny. After we got done, Sarah got in the car and she goes, "That's the whitest thing we've ever done."
Yes.
There's a reason it's called whitewater rafting.
Exactly.
Hey, white boy water rafting. That is amazing.
Oh my
That's the
god. So
whitest thing we've ever
wait.
Ugh.
So let me just
Yeah.
completely understand this.
Yep,
Oh, you
yep.
understand, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure I fully understand either.
He sees her
Mm-hmm.
on the DVD, Insanity.
Right.
Somehow gets in contact with that girl on the DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
Invites said girl to his house.
Mm-hmm.
Said girl says okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting to question Sarah's
Yeah,
ability
there's
to.
something. There was no other previous contact before this.
Why
No.
did she go? Why?
Because she's
why?
nice. That's why she's nice.
No.
No. That is why. And when I asked Sarah that, she said he seemed nice, and I said, "No murderers come off as a murderer." That's how they. That's
This
how
is
they get you to
incredible.
their house.
Wow.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, keep going.
And then not only do you guys like eat together.
Uh-huh.
You go and get in,
You get in a raft in the middle of a river.
in a town you don't know.
Well, it wasn't like just us. We went to a rafting place.
Yeah, that doesn't
like,
matter.
It
That's
wasn't
irrelevant.
like they took us on a secret private little river
No,
they knew
that's
of.
totally irrelevant, though.
You're very lucky you did not end up as an episode of CSI right now.
Exactly.
Oh, don't think that awkward standoffish Eduardo was not in full effect.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
At what point were you able to unravel at all? Like, I would have been uptight the whole time. Like, he would have been getting side-eye from me for however many hours straight that we were together.
There was a point, like we got there Friday, on Saturday night, where we were all talking and I kind of expressed, hey, it kind of came across like this. And his wife was like, hey, well, I'm surprised you guys came because you got a random invite from some crazy guy you didn't know, you know.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
she turned it on you and said, you're just as crazy for being here as we are for asking you to come here.
Exactly.
But it sounds
Oh,
like she put it
man.
all on her husband, though. Like, he's crazy. He just wanted to get in touch with her.
Yeah, I think it
Dude.
was just, it was.
Hey,
Wow.
can I do a quick PSA
Please,
for husbands?
please do.
Please.
Do not.
Wait. Let me make sure Sarah's listening first. Okay,
Yeah.
now go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is first for the husbands.
Yes.
Do not invite
Mhm.
a woman
Mhm.
from a workout video
No.
to your house
No.
Mhm.
when you are married.
Part of me
Yes.
is surprised he wasn't dead when you got there.
Yeah, that says a lot to your wife that you're not trying to say.
Yeah.
Now on the flip side, for the ladies,
For the ladies. All my ladies.
do not go to some random man's house that contacts you when he's seen you on a video someplace.
After watching a workout video.
Oh,
You have
man.
no idea how many times over the weekend I thought, Toby wouldn't do this.
Buddy, half the men and women out there wouldn't do this. Not just Toby. I mean, actually, I take that back. 7/8 of the population wouldn't do this.
Now, I understand that some people are like, where does Gabe get off? He did go to a random stranger's house in Germany.
That's true.
I called him
Right.
to come open up a video game store.
Right.
Yeah.
So the circumstances are a little bit different. But this involves your wife. That's a totally different. This is a family affair. Now there's a family murder going on.
Okay, so here's another question.
Murder for two.
Murder for
What-
two, please.
What Jedi mind trick was Sarah able to do that convinced you that this was a good idea?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How did you be like, okay, because you're Ed and you're like, I'll do
Is
whatever.
it because you were going with her?
It was that, as well as the made plans before telling, like confirmed the plans before Ed was aware.
No, but Ed, you could have just shut that down, right?
I was very close to shutting it down, and I actually tried to shut it down a few times. And the closer we got before we got there, Sarah, I think, began to sink in.
Yep.
And she was
I've
like,
made a
"Did you
huge
tell
mistake."
anyone where we were?" And I was like, "Yes, I did."
I told 19 people where we
I
were.
told Ed,
So-
the entire MTTG community knows where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was full on ready to pull the plug at any moment. So I was
man.
very on very high alert. But,
And you stayed at,
Well, I'm
wait.
glad it all turned out well.
And you stayed at these people's
Yeah.
house for the weekend?
we did.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, this wasn't just like a day event. This wasn't a day event. Hey, let's go white people rafting and call it a day. This was
I know,
like, hey,
right?
let's go there, spend a night, go whitewater rafting, spend the night again. Did you spend 2 nights there?
We spent 2 nights there.
Unbelievable. And then come back. Wow.
And
You're sure that they didn't have any contact before this? Like they had at least been chatting over Twitter for a couple months or something?
No, I mean, after he came to her class, and then they were like Facebook friends, and we technically are, but I never
Right.
look or
Don't do
whatever like
Facebook,
that.
really,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that makes it a little bit different.
I mean,
Yeah,
a
that
little
makes
bit.
it
It's
changes it a
still.
little bit.
No, that doesn't make it different. He saw her on a video, sought her out, and then just went to her
Yeah,
class.
no, it's a little stalkerish. Yes, definitely. I'm not
That's
denying that.
weird.
But what
the
I'm
fact that
saying
she
is,
did,
it wasn't just some random person on the internet saying, "Hey, it'd be cool if we hung out." And Sarah's like, "Okay." At least she had some prior contact with him in some way or another. That's where it's at least a little different.
But it was definitely closer to that than it was not close to that.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still wouldn't have done it, but at least there's something here. I can start putting some pieces together and see where the mindset was.
yeah, and the fact that like they were in class together, so they had some time together, but it's still like you have pretty hair kind of a moment. So it's like it's a little weird.
And for what it's worth, they do look like very normal people on Facebook.
Yes, they
based
did.
on your pictures y'all posted.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
they don't listen to the podcast, do they?
I hope not.
Yeah.
They just stopped.
They just
turned it
stopped.
off.
Okay.
And
Dude, Ed.
yeah, it was weird. I just
How long's that drive?
about 4.5
Oh
hours.
my god.
Okay.
All right, that's not
terrible.
That's not bad. If you were to say 8, I would have I would have
10,
driven
12
up to
hours.
Lancaster and smacked you.
I'm so glad we didn't. Is this why you didn't get back to me all weekend?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm so glad we didn't talk beforehand. I would have definitely tried to talk you out
No,
of it.
I totally would have too. I think we all would have at this point.
I cannot stay. So as an entertainer and as like the loud one of my friends, like your mouth can definitely cash checks or write checks.
Right checks that your body can't catch. Right.
That you don't want to cash later on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
understand her plight,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes you guys just let them checks bounce.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, and I'm also at the age where not only was I dragging my feet
anymore.
because of that. No.
He's like, well, I'm closer to the grave anyway.
It would be a good story if I get killed. Hopefully they'll make a documentary about
That's
it.
right. Here comes Netflix original series,
The Eduardo Files.
the Eduardo
Exactly.
Files. Yep.
I went in with a bad attitude because I'm at the age where I just don't want new friends.
But hey, let's go whitewater rafting with these said non-friends.
Oh man.
So Ed, what are you playing besides with your life?
He's playing the game of life.
Yeah,
you just get out there and rolling the
I'm
dice.
playing Deliverance,
Oh
the
yes,
game.
you're playing Deliverance the game. Oh,
Exactly.
oh my God, Ed! Thank God you're alive.
Oh man, that is really, really bad.
Yeah,
I
that was.
know.
I think that takes the cake. Yeah,
Look,
Germany's got nothing on this one.
Again, I'm going to say I'm glad everything turned out well, but I wouldn't roll these dice again.
Yeah,
Please
No.
don't
Go out on top.
Yeah.
Yep, totally,
go out on top.
Totally agree.
That's like the time that I hit at roulette. I'm like, okay, and I'm done.
Yep,
There you go.
exactly.
Exactly.
Hit and
You
you're
did
done.
it. You stared death in the face,
Yep.
and now you're back home.
Back home.
Stay there.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
love of God, stay
Unless
there,
you're coming
please.
to my house. Then come
Right,
on, please.
unless you're coming down here, yeah, then
you
we're
can
good.
come to Texas.
Right.
Or Texas, either way.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, now I'm madder she didn't call when she was in Nashville.
yeah, exactly.
Now she drove 5 hours to see strangers and
Oh,
go
I
take an adventure on
Didn't
whitewater.
even think about that.
All we had to do was go to her class and then just invite
Oh,
you guys.
Then she would have known us. Yeah,
that's the
what
ticket
There you
in.
go.
it was. Oh, that's what you
That's
got to do. I
hilarious.
forgot. You got to support the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
So, yeah,
I think we're
that
done
was
with this
that.
subject now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you guys know where to find us. Facebook.com/.
Right.
We love you,
But-
Sarah, but oh, sweet
Yeah.
Lord.
Definitely. Let's see. Besides that, last Wednesday night, I had a good time. I appeared on Chowfie's podcast, Games We Don't Play,
I saw
yes,
that.
sir.
How was it?
with him and Sean, and that was a good time. We had a lot of fun. Talked Batman Telltale.
Sweet.
And,
Nice.
Yeah. I picked
I like
up.
Chowfie.
He's a good guy. He really
yeah, he
is.
is.
I think we're meeting up in like 10 days.
Oh,
Sweet.
nice.
I'm gonna be out in Anaheim.
Oh, that's awesome.
Chowfie, don't back
Be the
out.
first time it worked out, right?
Well, it still might not work out.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what's funny. It's like he's doing like a thing with his son that weekend,
Oh,
and
right.
and I totally pulled the I mean, come on though.
Nice.
Let's meet up, please. No, only because I've been out there so many times. I've wanted to meet him so many times, and it's just never worked out. Like we
Yeah.
literally crossed paths at E3. Like he had just left, and I got there.
Oh wow.
Or like we were a day apart. So that one year where me and Stancil went and got that Airbnb. That year, or was it? It might have been the year before. He met Stancil the day before I got there.
Oh, he lives in LA, right?
Okay, right.
Yeah, he lives out there.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to
In the
trying to work it
LBC.
out.
Oh,
In the LBC. Mm-hmm.
Trying hard
So-
being Snoopy the double G. Okay, anyway.
Right. So it went good, Ed, on the show.
Yeah, it went really well. We had a good time. I think I talked so much it was their longest show. So I kind of took over because I don't like to talk about myself. So I ended up interviewing them during the show, which is
Right.
my clever
Is it
plan.
live yet, or has it come out this week?
Yeah, it's out. So yeah, it's out there to
consume.
consume, torment, what have you.
Mm.
I picked up Ori and the Blind Forest again.
Oh,
What?
you did not. Wow.
I don't even know you anymore. You were going whitewater rafting with strangers. You're playing something you rage quit.
Yeah, I know. Who are you?
You've changed.
I was also abducted by an alien this week.
Okay.
so-
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Yeah. Sitting on ice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
add that to the pile.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to start all over again. Say, hey,
Oh my
let's
gosh.
give this a chance. Man, I've come close to rage quitting that thing so many times.
Of
And I'm not
course.
even at the part where I rage quit the first time. So it's not going to last. There's no way it's going to last.
Oh, that's
Hey,
really
I applaud
funny.
you for trying again, though.
We'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated.
So, what did
Yeah.
you just get an itch to try it again, or was it people kind of saying, "Oh no, go back, give it another try"? What made you
yeah, it
do
was just kind of like I was enjoying playing it up until just kind of gradually gets harder and harder,
yeah.
and I was enjoying it, but then it just got too difficult for Eduardo. So I thought, well,
Gotcha.
maybe I'm older and wiser now. I'm not.
No. You've already proven that.
That's done.
Played a little bit of Guitar Hero Live. They've got some new content up there.
Oh, cool.
I've been playing the Family Guy mobile app.
Oh, that's amazing.
How's that?
It's all right. It's kind of one of those. You
like when we
send
build a
someone on a
neighborhood?
mission. Yeah,
Oh, no.
and kind of like you come back after 4 hours and they're done, and then you do something else.
Gotcha.
I don't like those games anymore.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to play it for very much longer.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Yeah, it was just something to do. And then this morning, before we started recording, I downloaded. There's a new Mr. Robot game by Telltale
Ooh.
that's on iOS and Android.
Huh.
And I don't know if you guys remember back in the early 2000s, there was a game where you gave them your phone number and your email, and they kind of made it sound like you were like being stalked by this internet hacker, and they would like call
Right.
your phone and leave like pre-recorded random messages. Go online and go to this website.
Yeah, what was that called?
I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, I played that. It was called
It was called West Virginia Weekend Adventure.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
No.
I had to throw that one in. Sorry.
Yes.
Continue.
I remember playing that. That's a long time ago you're talking about, right, Ed?
Yeah, it was a long time ago, and
Like
this-
late 90s, maybe early 2000s?
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
right in
I
that
remember
area.
that.
And this game is very much like that, or it captures it as much as it could without giving your actual phone number and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to watch Mr. Robot to get it so far. But it's really, really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
That's
really
the Mr.
cool.
Robot thing.
Yeah, it's $3, which I was like, but so far I'm like, definitely worth it.
You're like, I don't know how it's going to run on my phone. It is Telltale.
I know, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
that
and
ain't
it's funny is I picked it up for the iPad and enjoyed it so much. I was like, this would actually be better on your phone because the whole idea is you find a phone that gets hacked.
Oh.
And so then I went and bought it for my phone just so I could play it on the phone because it felt like a better experience there.
Nice.
So yeah,
I like that.
there you go. There's Eduardo.
All right. Chris, I need you to bring us back into sanity.
Okay.
Chris, please be the palate cleanser.
Well, if you remember last week's show, I said that I was going to be going to a Ranger game the night of recording.
Yes.
And-
Oh, did you go with strangers?
No, I
Nope.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
Ranger, stranger, danger.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess there were a couple people I'd never met there. Oh my gosh!
Everybody's doing it.
It turns out that a
Everybody.
buddy of ours, his dad's friend, has like a suite there.
Sweet.
And so we got to go
nice.
into the suite, and it it's enclosed, but it opens up to your own little private
Oh,
area
yeah.
where you can kind of go out and watch the game if you want to be on the outside,
Right.
like
Free food,
with the
baby.
commoners, as they call it. And yeah, there was food and drinks, everything. We ended up getting there a little bit late because Stacy had something she had to do first. So since we were there late, we didn't end up having to pay for parking, and we didn't pay for anything the whole night.
That's
We just got to
awesome.
watch
Oh,
the
that's
game and
amazing.
eat.
Look at
And it
you.
was awesome. And his family, we've met them one other time at their little daughter's birthday party. They're super nice people. Got to meet his brother, which was a new person that I hadn't met before, and a couple other people. We all work at the same company, so a couple other people from work. So it was a really, really good time. I don't remember if I think they ended up winning. We left a little bit early because since we got there late, we were parked really far out. We're like, we want to kind of get out here as quickly as we can. So we didn't see
Right.
the very end, but they did end up winning the game. So yay, go Rangers.
Did they get in a
Nice.
fight?
There was no fight.
No.
So
well, that's not
it wasn't quite as exciting as the last time you were there,
Yeah, exactly.
but it was still a really good time.
That's great.
And
Did Toby
then-
Mac play afterwards?
He did not. It was not I did
okay,
not
that's
go
good
down
too.
on the field.
Right.
None of my family was there.
I just want to make
besides
sure
Stacey. Yeah.
they weren't doing stuff without me.
No, they weren't. They weren't.
Okay, good.
And then, so the weekend was pretty quiet. At one point, I decided, you know what? We haven't done all in like a really long time during the spring or the summer. We haven't ridden our bikes. So
oh, cool.
took the bikes down off of the little hangers we have in the garage. I aired up the tires because they were all
Yeah,
flat.
you know they were done. Yep.
And then I had bought this. Clamp in our what was it called? The thing we had the other week, the school supply drive, when they had the little boutique out when you could buy all these little knickknacks and whatnot. I bought this clamp so that you could clamp it on your bike or whatever, and I could
Yeah.
have my phone there because I usually run like an application that tells me, how far I've gone and blah,
Yep.
blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
So I hooked that up because I want to try it out. And I was like, hey, you know what? I can put Pokemon Go on this thing.
Oh,
And so
Oh,
I
shoot.
put that on there and I turned it on and we just went going around. And it
Let's
was
crack
fun.
some eggs, baby.
Yeah, I was
Right?
like, them eggs ain't gonna hatch themselves, right? So
They sure are.
we go down to this little lake we have at the south end of our neighborhood, and turns out that place is a huge hotbed for Magikarp, which is a little floppy fish
Oh, that's
Nice.
right.
that eventually turns into the big giant dragon lizard looking thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
on the splash screen. Yeah.
So I may have gone there about 3 times this week,
No way.
and I'm about halfway to having my
Good.
big giant lizard snake thing.
Nice.
So
There you
kind
go.
of
Because you
awesome.
need 400 of them jokers, right?
I know, yeah, I just crossed over 200.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow, man.
And it's actually not, it's just you need 400 candies and you get 3 every time you capture one. So
Right.
Oh,
it's
that's
not,
true.
It's
that's
not
true.
quite a
That's
one to
right.
one. I haven't caught
Yep.
200 and something of them, but I probably caught
You
100
caught-
or more.
Yep. Yeah, you caught
Yeah.
close.
There you
So
go.
that was fun. And then on Monday, so I got to back up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and just eat a little bit of crow here.
Uh-oh.
Because I talked all this trash about Pokemon Go,
Mm.
and this game has got his hooks in me, at least right now.
Hey.
It does.
Oh,
We-
yeah.
We've all been there, man. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, this is a safe place.
Yeah, you're in a
and
safe zone.
just to be fair to myself a little bit, I was only talking trash about how the game didn't have their stuff together and wouldn't work. Not that the game was
Yeah.
bad.
Right, right.
But
Yeah, it's
now that
definitely.
it actually works most of the
You
time,
couldn't play it.
You
I'm
wanted to
having
play.
I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I've said before that there's like some soccer fields across from my work, and there's some Pokestops and whatever, and there's a gym there. Well, I was driving by on the way to work, and I noticed that the gym had an open slot. I chose a team. I chose Team Red, Valor, I guess.
Nice.
I was like, okay, I'm going to go put my Pokemon on that gym just to help defend it or whatever, because I hadn't done that before. I throw it up there and I go to work. No big deal. And then I'm at work and I get this text message from a buddy of mine who works at the same company. He's in a different department. We don't see each other too often anymore. And he's like, your Flareon better help me hold this gym down. I was like, oh, snap. And I was like, that's the first person that I had met in real life that was playing the game. Like I'd seen people,
Oh,
but I
that's
didn't know
cool.
anybody personally that was playing it.
Right. Right.
And something about that was like, oh, this is so cool. So we ended up, chatting a little bit through text message. And then the next week or the next couple days, he said to me, he texted me, he goes, hey, at lunch, I'm going to go over to this area where there's a bunch of Pokestops and restock. You want to go? And I'm like,
Nice.
oh, heck yeah, I do. Oh, heck yeah.
That's great, man. I love
So
that.
we go to this town and we get out and we're just getting all these different Pokestops and refilling our bags with, Pokeballs and whatever, raspberries and all those other potions and whatnot. And it's just been, and then he ended up inviting me to this Facebook group for people at work that play.
Oh, that's
my
amazing.
gosh.
Oh my gosh, this is like the craziest thing ever, how much this game is like,
That's hilarious.
makes me happy. Yeah,
It's the Pokemon Underground. I love it, man. That's awesome.
it is. And so
That's
he's been
funny.
playing longer than me. He's got all this stuff and he's got this Charizard, which is the big lizard thing that
Nice.
evolves. The final version is Charizard. I was like, how did you get that? And he's like, oh, there's this Charmander farm over by my house where they just spawn like crazy.
That's
Charmander
hilarious.
He's like sending me
farm.
pictures where
Oh,
there's like
gosh.
4 of them on the screen and stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's crazy how like there's things that when I don't see, I'm looking at my little, what used to be nearby, now it's called sightings for me. Whenever something pops up on there and it's grayed out, it's crazy how much I'm like, man, I really want to go find this.
Yep.
I mean, I still
know.
don't super go out of my way to find it because I there's no real way to figure out which direction I need to go or anything.
Right.
But I will definitely take a few more steps until it pops out of there and be like, all right, fine, now I can go back to doing whatever I was doing.
That's awesome,
funny.
man.
I
So
still have
cool.
not gone 2 steps out of my way to find a Pokemon yet.
Yeah, I don't either.
If they don't pop up into my bed at night,
Yep.
or
Right.
And we got nothing
They're not
around
getting
here.
caught.
I don't know about you, Gabe, but there's like nothing in my development at all. Like every once in a while, like a Rattata or whatever, and that's it.
yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't much in my neighborhood either, but now that I found if I go down by the lake, I got all this other stuff that pops up. I'm like, all right. So I throw the dog in the car, we drive down the lake, I park, and then I walk her around. I'm just giving her a good walk.
Yeah, you are.
Right.
Yeah, you are.
So funny.
Looking at my phone the whole time. And I'm not the only one down there doing it either.
Oh no,
Of course not.
There's
Yep.
a lot of people doing it.
That's great, man.
There you go.
Outside of that, gaming wise, I've been playing obviously Overwatch. I got the skin, the main
Nice.
skin that I was wanting to get, the McCree USA skin. So that I was really
cool.
excited about that.
There you
And I did start Dishonored Definitive Edition. I started
Yes.
it.
Oh.
Talk to
I
me,
think I
Goose.
What do you
I think I
think?
started it on Sunday. I wanted to start Saturday and ended up not getting to it. I played about an hour and a half, and then last night I played about another hour. I'm gonna say I'm only outside the first real mission after you've gotten to the like the hub world, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your
Okay.
base, if not.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to beat on it too much because I know it's an older game, but I will say the one thing that frustrates me about it, overall, I think it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it so far and I'm definitely going to keep going with it. But the AI seems very wildly inconsistent in how it reacts to things. And I'm not a big fan of that. So like in the first area, where you're
Trying to
free-
remember that.
You're a free man and then, the lady gets killed and you get framed, if you will.
Right.
And then you get put in prison. Then you got to break out of prison and you meet with the boat guy that takes you to the new hub world.
Right.
Right.
Like I'm getting out of this prison and I'm walking like right up next to people, looting them, and I can be almost their complete profile and they're not seeing me at all. So I'm like, this is going to be awesome. And then when I started the first mission, like it's crazy. There were a couple times where I'd be that close to an enemy and they wouldn't see me and then I'd choke them out. But there's other times where I'm behind cover and in my crouch stance and I don't even make a noise and they're like, oh, what is that? And they come around the corner looking at me. And once they've seen me, I can run from them. And I'm guessing it's possible that I can get away from them and then hide and they'll lose interest. But I've not been able to escape from anybody. Once they see me or they've been tipped off, they're going to catch me. It's like, well, I guess I can let them kill me and restart because I'm trying to kill as few people as possible. Or I can just kill them and keep on going.
Interesting. I don't remember
it just
that.
It seems a little all over the place, at least right now. Again, I've only played one mission outside of getting to the hub world.
Yeah, it definitely it'll definitely open up a little bit more. You will be able to escape, and if you want to. I don't remember the AI being that inconsistent though. Normally, like it was usually pretty good, and that's just weird that they would spot you if you're already behind cover.
Yeah.
And
I don't
there's
remember
other
that.
times where, like, I walked into this building that, like, you have to kill this captain or something, and I walked into the building where he is, and there's this guy talking to these. It almost looks like new recruits. He's kind of telling them their mantra and everything, and I'm walking right past them. This room is like lit up like Christmas, like it's the brightest. There's no cover, there's no dark areas for me to hide in, and I'm just walking beside him, and they're like 10 feet from me, and he's just still chatting, facing towards me, whatever. But I'm in my crouch position, and I walk on by, no big deal. But then I go to another area where it's dark as can be. There's all these little cover spots for me to go from spot to spot to get around these big people. And they spot me and they run over. Oh, what's that? And go and inspect. And I can't get away and I can't run because anytime I stand up, they hear my footsteps. So I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do?
I don't remember that at all.
I don't remember that at all. That's
but
weird.
It's also like, how old is this game? When did it come out? Like
12?
2012?
Maybe.
Yeah, so I mean, if you think about it, back then, I'm sure it was really good as far as stealthy, and I'm sure the AI didn't seem like there was nothing better necessarily. You know what I mean? Like I've played games now where the AI is much better, so I think that is highlighting it for me because I've played better AI games. You know what I mean? If I played it in 2012, I doubt this would seem that weird to me. You know?
Oh, that's true.
It probably would seem more like, oh, that's how AI in 2012
Yeah, but it is the definitive edition, so you would think that any bugs or any things like that, they would have cleaned that up.
Yeah, but more often than not, when these definitive editions, all they are is either upscale, frame rate upscale, or all the DLC. They're usually not something like they haven't gone and reworked systems or anything most of the time. Maybe squash a bug or something.
All I can say is keep at it because it does open up a lot more, and it gets really good. So hopefully,
and part of it is I just need to. I need to learn the systems a little bit better. Like I went through almost that entire first mission before I remembered, oh yeah, I have 2 of these special powers I've unlocked with the runes. Completely forgetting that I even had them. So that definitely helped me out whenever I had realized that.
Once you get Blink too, Blink is awesome.
Oh
yeah, Blink was the first thing it just gave me, and I had to buy another one.
So good.
I bought the see-through walls dark vision or something.
That's great, man.
Yeah. So
nice.
I mean, I know it's going to get better, and I'll get used to how it's going. And once I kind of get the systems figured out, it's just that I'm trying to learn the enemy's tell, like what boundaries can I push and know I can get away with. And it just seems like I'm not finding that because it's inconsistent depending on where I am, which makes a little bit of sense because there's hidden walls and whatnot. It's always every level's a little bit different, but it just seems a little further than I was expecting it to be.
Gotcha.
But overall, I'm enjoying it. I'm hoping to play some more tonight. Stacy goes out of town this weekend, so I'll definitely be playing a lot next week and in the coming weeks. So,
cool.
Yep.
There you have it.
It's awesome, man.
That's me.
I like it. Tim Router.
Heyo.
Wearing number 14. Tim Router.
Tim Reuter.
Yes, Tom Reuter.
Tom Reuter.
Tom Reuter.
Tom Reuter. That was great. Thank you, Sean. Topic of the week for Piper.
All right.
Soccer. You want to know why?
What?
Because she's playing it now, folks.
Oh, nice.
We just enrolled her in the U5 under 5 girls, and we got her to the cleats and the ball and everything. And we have our first little. It's kind of like a meeting this afternoon. And guess who's going to be the assistant coach?
Lauren. I'm just kidding.
That's hilarious. It's me. But
You're the one and only.
I'm actually kind of excited. So this is going to be kind of fun.
You're going to be the assistant coach of the U5 under 5 soccer team?
Girls soccer team, yes.
Girls soccer team.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Here's how it works. It's 3v3, no goalie. It is going to be amazing because it's really just going to be kids kicking the ball. That's all it's going to be. It's going to be so much fun.
Bouncing off each other.
And just bouncing off each other. Oh, I can't wait. So
with the Benny Hill soundtrack playing in the
that's exactly that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be
play that sometime.
I will totally do that. It's going to be amazing.
So do you know any of the rules of soccer?
Oh yeah. I used to play soccer back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Kick
that's
the
good.
thing into the situation.
You kick the ball into the goal. That's kind of how it works.
Don't use your hands. That's all right.
Exactly.
When it's U5, the rules are just everyone run at the ball.
That's pretty much what's exact. Everyone's just going to clump. It's going to just be like a clump of girls just in the ball. Wherever the ball goes, that's where it's going to be so much fun. So I'm actually really excited. Lauren is not in her element at all. She's like trying to like get matching like workout gear and stuff. I'm like, babe, this isn't a fashion show. She's going to like get grass stains on her. Stuff's going to happen. And I'm like, you're in my world now, baby. So let me deal with the sports stuff.
I like it.
I'm excited. This is like our first real sports thing, and so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. She's really excited too. So we meet up with all of her teammates this afternoon after school, and then we begin to. The actual coach won't be there; he's traveling, but so I'll just be there, and he and I have been talking back and forth. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, there you have it. Topic of the week is soccer. I know a lot of people down here are already starting. They start league ball now, and it's nice. it's a fun sport, that's for sure.
Nice. I wish the states took it slightly more serious, and I'm disappointed that our girls aren't in it anymore.
Yeah,
In the Olympics.
Well, yeah. I mean, going out on penalties is always a horrible way to go. I think it's kind of unfair, but I mean, they give you ample time. I mean, you have 2 15-minute overtime to score a goal, and then if you don't, then it goes into penalty kicks because otherwise the game lasts forever. But yeah, it was a little disappointing. Didn't really like Hope Solo afterwards either, but what are you going to do?
She's been getting a lot of hate too.
Oh yeah, she's been getting tons of hate, but all in all, it's all good. So that's soccer for you. Other than that, just working and just doing some honeydew stuff. The playroom is still a hot mess. Lauren's like, we're never gonna get this done because we're never home. Like we've just been running around. We had my father-in-law's birthday and my brother-in-law's birthday this past week, and so it's just been crazy. So we've just been running around. We do go to the beach a week from Sunday, which I'm really excited about.
Nice.
So I'll be podcasting from the beach, which would be
It's
glorious.
vacation time?
Yeah. So just a little bit more vacation time for me. And because, I need it.
Chris.
And
my favorite part about that is hearing Chris slightly giggle afterwards.
Vacation time.
So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And
that's awesome.
And then on the gaming front, I am continuing Hitman.
Yes, I was hoping you were going to say
that. Of course, man. I downloaded Sapienza and Marrakesh already to get that going. And you're right, man. I was like, all right, I'm just going to play this. And it's like a 5 gig file. This is going to take 30 minutes. I'm like, So I went back and did some more of Paris and did it, I think, 3 more times.
That's so cool.
Wow.
And it is, it's...
And killed them different ways every time?
Killing them different
do you try
ways.
to do it differently every time?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No. So I'm definitely, it's really fun. I can't believe how there's so many different ways that things can go down. Like it's not randomness of it, but it's like you just walk around and something comes up and boom, you're like, oh, there's an angle. There's an angle. Oh, there's an angle. So it's, I'm loving this. So I'm going to keep going with this. Definitely. So hopefully this week I'll be able to start Sapienza. And I think my goal is I want to try the assassinations at least 3 different times, like three different ways to do it. I think that'd be fun.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
And I went with non-target kills, and tried to get like I got like a 5-star rating on one of them, which was really fun. So it just gets you like, oh man, this is great. Like let's do it again. It's just fun, man.
So cool.
I'm so glad you guys mentioned it. It's totally up my alley, and I'm excited for it. So I've got that, and I've still been playing the mess out of Rocket League again too.
That is crazy.
It's weird. Like it's just like
scratch that itch.
Because like you said, it's like you need to spend at least an hour on Hitman because there's a lot of looking around, waiting around. So like if I have just 30 minutes, I'm like, I'm throwing on Rocket League and playing a few games because that's an easy pick up and go kind of a thing. So yeah, just playing some Rocket League and having a good time. So yeah, I'm excited to start Sapienza, and that's what I'll be doing.
Nice.
Mr. Patillo, Black U Weather update. Hit it.
Amara in school.
Yeah.
So Amara started pre-K.
That's right.
This week. Friday was like a half day, and then Monday was a first full day. So she's going Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Nice.
And so I'll be taking her after the podcast today to her second day of school. And it's crazy. She's enjoying it, and it's just like, got the backpack and the lunch, and she's like, okay, bye. We're like, oh, okay, well. Be kind to people.
It's right. Is Jenny like, okay, bye?
Yeah, very. And she's pregnant, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So doing that, that's been an interesting growing time.
Yeah.
Also, you talk about that honeydew list.
Oh. I know, man. We haven't heard from you at all this week. I'm like, oh, he's got that honeydew list cracking right now.
Exactly. So I finished up the ship lap that we were doing in the bonus room.
Nice.
And then we went and got our floors for the whole house.
Oh boy.
Wow.
We got the underlayment yesterday. and then our kitchen cabinets come on Thursday.
Oh man.
So it's going down, baby.
Yeah.
Yo Street in the Home Depot, boom, baby.
Yeah.
You're about to get in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're about to do a bunch of junk that we haven't done in years. I've laid hardwood floor before,
Okay.
but it was like 7 years ago
Oh,
or 8
God.
years ago. So we're taking up all the baseboard, replacing all the baseboards, laying down hardwood, changing the plumbing from the sink being on the wall that it is, putting it into the island that we're creating,
Oh my God.
Nice.
moving the kitchen, the fridge off that wall to a different wall, getting the dishwasher moved over into the island. So
And you know how to do all this, man?
huh?
He's going to watch a lot of YouTube tutorials.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man.
No, I'm getting a plumber for the.
Yeah, I was gonna
the
say,
other
dude.
stuff.
Nice. Good
Me-
job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't trust myself with that. Now, and I've heard like plumbing's not that hard. It's A, B, make sure it can leave. It's like, yeah, but
it's water.
I'm not gonna know if there's a leak until it's too late.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
If that
exactly.
goes
I
bad.
don't trust
so-
myself with any of that stuff. I'm calling contractors.
That's right.
So I would too, but I don't have that double income, no kids money.
There you go.
No, I feel you. I'm
I
just
got
saying,
that
like,
one income, 2 kids, and one coming income.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel you. I just don't trust myself. I hate doing a thing, like something that I don't know how to do. And even if I watch, videos, let's say, or whatever, like I
Yeah.
always want somebody there walking me through because it's like, man, I feel so bad if I do something wrong.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I don't take making mistakes very well. I'm very hard on myself.
Yeah. No, and that's fine.
Yeah, you just got to go slow. Is
Yep.
what
Yeah.
I've learned, and like just try to do it well. This is the thing that I'm not good at that I'm gonna have to learn. You can't tire out and just start being like, all right, well, just hurry up and let's finish this.
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
just-
not with something
right.
like this.
Yep.
Not with
stay
the
with it.
Yeah, not with the projects you're working on. You need focus, and you just take your time.
Yep.
If you got to go take a break, but take your time on it. Don't
Yeah,
rush
and that's
it.
the
Yes.
thing with the hardwood floors. They're really not that difficult to do. They're just time consuming,
Well, because it's all you're doing just
depending
tongue.
on how you're doing it.
You're just doing tongue and groove, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so-
Floating
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah, floating floor.
So it's the easiest
So
one.
it's
that-
just a lot of it's just going to be measuring and cutting right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. The only hard parts will be like, the door jams
Yep.
and then making your way down to the fireplace.
Oh
Because
yeah.
the fireplace like sits at an angle.
Yep.
And so, but it'll be fine. I have an angle finder that I've used in the past. And so just transfer the angles over.
Nice,
Right.
man.
Everything should be fine.
I'd
Nice.
definitely help you out if I live there. I just don't want to be the lead on the project.
That's right.
Measure
I
twice,
feel you.
cut once.
Yeah.
Exactly. Measure 7 times in my case.
There you go.
Two
Yeah, you
different rulers. Two
You
different
need
tape measures.
help, man. If I'm not playing soccer, just call me.
If I'm not playing Rocket League, hit
If
me
I'm
up.
not playing Rocket League, hit me up.
Or Lucio Ball. Oh yeah, he doesn't have Overwatch.
If you need
Oh, that's right.
you need me, call a contractor.
I know exactly.
Right.
As far as gaming, not much. Played some NBA 2K16. It feels like I haven't had a. This is what's weird. I'll be like, oh, let me just sit down for a second. Oh, what can I play for a second? NBA 2K. And then I
Yeah.
play like 3 games.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I could have been playing something else that I really want to play.
Yeah, I've done
because
that
I don't
too.
actually really want to play NBA 2K, but like I've made my way like, over halfway through the season. We're like in contention for the playoffs.
Mhm.
And so it's like, I might as well push through and try to get to the championship. I have done a couple things that I usually don't do now that I'm grown as I've played it. If I feel like the game has rubber banded too hard,
Mhm.
I will turn it off and do that game over again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which I used to do as a kid, like, I'm not losing. But as an adult, I started being like, you know what? If I lose a game, that's what happens.
Yep.
Right.
Blah, 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 let's play the season out. But there's been a couple games in there where they start making half court shots and you're like, oh, come on, this is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
this is done.
Right.
Restart
it's-
that game.
Right. So I'll just turn it off. A thing that I didn't know if a lot of people knew, I tried to look it up online and I could not find it in many places or anywhere. There's a list of things that you can say to the game when you have a mic plugged into it.
Oh, really?
And so people should dig into that. Yeah, because it's really cool. Because one of the things that's frustrating about playing NBA 2K, if you used to come from playing basketball games as a kid, back in the day, and you can do this with other parts of the game, but in my career where you're playing as the character you created, you only play as him. It's not like you pass the ball, and then you're that other person.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the most frustrating things is that the computer won't shoot when you think it should shoot.
Right.
And so there's been a couple times where it's come down to the wire and I've passed it to the guy under the basket and he's passed it back out even though he was there by himself. And you're like, why did you shoot it?
Right.
But if you have a microphone or your PlayStation Eye or whatever you call it, the PlayStation camera plugged in, you can go shoot it.
Oh, cool.
And they'll shoot it. Yeah. And so you can
Very nice.
yell at it and it'll do things. So I don't know what else that works with because I couldn't find a list of things that you can say to NBA 2K16.
Right.
But that was one. I've found that out on accident. I would just happen to have my headphones on and I go, shoot that. And he shot it.
Nice.
And this little thing came up and said, called for a shot. Like with the little microphone icon. I was like,
nice.
what the heck?
Nice.
I was like, yeah.
Things just got a whole lot better.
Right.
Yeah. And so now it makes it a little easier because when you throw it to the wing and the guy's wide open, you can say, shoot it. And
you go punch him.
Yeah, exactly. More than often, he'll shoot the ball.
Can
That's
you change
great.
it up and be like, for 3? And no.
I don't think so.
Like all right.
He's on fire. And all of a sudden, you guys is all on nines.
Gabe's house is about to get a whole lot yellier.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's about to get louder around here for sure. So anyway, that is all.
Nice.
Awesome, man. When do you head back out on the road?
I go to Jersey this weekend.
Yeah, Jersey.
Ooh, sorry.
Dirty Jersey.
Yeah.
You cannot say sorry, West Virginia.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
left West Virginia.
Yeah, but you were there for 2 days. I'm going for 1 day.
Yeah, I know.
Where in Jersey are you playing? Do you know?
Six Flags.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Which I didn't know still existed. I didn't know there
was a
was
Six Flags in Jersey.
Six Flags, period.
Yep.
So we'll be there this weekend just for a hot second. Then I'll be back into trying to transform my house and not jack anything up.
There you go.
Nice.
So we'll see what happens. All right, Router.
Sir,
You got it.
you know it.
Well, let's do it.
All right, we got quite a few new releases this week, starting with episode 4, Bangkok for Hitman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I need to download that since it doesn't do it by itself.
Exactly. Go ahead and go get your downloads on. I'm going to grab that too. That way I just have it. So it's
I'm
all
doing
ready
that
to
right now.
Go for it. For the that's for PS4, PC, Xbox One. For the, we've got another one, Grow Up.
Oh, yeah.
Grow Up is out this week.
Is that the sequel from Grow Home?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
PS4,
Nice.
Xbox One, and PC. For the PS4, Among the Sleep, I thought I already said this, but maybe it was something else. But they said that Among the Sleep is out this week as well. But I thought that was last week, so I don't know. For the Wii U, Poncho. Got to throw some Wii U love in there. For the 3DS, Metroid Prime Federation Force is out. For the PS4, Shadow Complex Remastered.
All right.
Mhm.
And for the PS4 and Vita, Rainbow Moon.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally random, weird new releases, but there you have it. We did have a few oops at Scottish Bakery. Just to tie the bow, the U in Chupa Chups is like in hug, as in hugs to router, as I kindly clarify this key issue.
Nice. Nice.
So it's Chups. Done. We can put that to rest finally. And then Scotty Lindsay, James Stark was the running back for Green Bay when they won the Super Bowl, but it sounded like you were saying Jordy Nelson, who's the wide receiver.
Right.
So that's who you were thinking of.
I cleared that up with him. It was neither.
Ah, okay. There you go.
I don't remember what I was saying on the show. I didn't go back and listen to. Did I just kind of stutter through it? I thought I just stuttered through it because I didn't know who it was.
I think you were like, I don't know. I think you just said you were going for J. I know there was a J somewhere in there.
Yes, it was.
Fran Tarkenton.
Yeah, Fran Tarkenton.
It was Brandon Jackson.
Yeah, we were way off. Okay.
Well, I was going with the J, maybe I was trying to think of his last name.
No, I got you.
Green Bay Packers, he played with them from 2007 to 2010, then over to the Cleveland Browns
Oh, poor guy.
for the 2011 to 12 season year.
Can we say how exciting it is to have football back? Did you watch?
Oh my gosh,
Did you watch
yes.
the Titans game at all, Gabe, on Saturday?
I totally forgot because I thought it was on Sunday.
Dude.
And so I'm just watching the Olympics like I've been doing all week.
Oh, it was phenomenal. It was great.
Was it really?
27-10 against San Diego. Derrick Henry put the smack down. Oh.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's preseason.
Were they playing the water boy or were they playing actual players on their side?
Yeah, I mean, it is preseason, but it's still good to be
preseason,
back.
but it was nice to see. There was a lot of movement on our running backs are crushing it right now. So DeMarco Murray ran for 72 yards for a touchdown. So
we got that Henry kid too, right? Is that who you're saying?
Yeah, Derrick Henry from Alabama. So
he was locking it down.
He was a beast. It was awesome.
Let's go.
So I'm excited.
Let's go.
I am excited. So
Hopefully
again,
Murray works out for you guys.
I know, right? Sorry, but and you know what?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's funny. I was watching like a recap. They were like, yeah, and on Saturday the Titans game, and I was like, wait, who was that? I was like, why do I know that guy?
Yeah.
That must have been DeMarco Murray.
DeMarco Murray, and then we got Castle too, who's a second string quarterback, and he crushed it, man. He was great.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a good game. Anyway, I'm so sorry we got sidetracked, but it's exciting, and I can't wait for football. It's gonna be fun. Yes,
sir.
All right, we got one more oops from Joseph Grimm. Oops, Tim said there weren't any sequels to @Stephen King movies. There is a second Pet Sematary movie.
Oh.
I totally forgot about that. So
really,
I've never even seen the first one.
Isn't that like including Dumb and Dumberer as a Dumb and Dumber sequel?
Right. Well, there you go.
It is technically.
It is. Yeah. See, everybody likes to get all technical on these oops. So there you go.
Dumb and Dumberer was a prequel.
Oh, that's right.
Right. Well, there you go. Yep.
Dumb and Dumber 2 was the sequel.
Same story.
Exactly.
That's right. Back to you guys.
Oh, Chris McCracken.
Well, Mr. Gabe, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer.
I know.
For your Final Fantasy 15 fix. Because it has been delayed from September 30th to November 29th.
That's fine.
I can't believe it.
That's fine.
It's for
That's
the better,
fine for
right?
you. You're not going to play it.
That's fine for everybody.
It's for a good reason, though. It's gotta be, right?
Don't you want it to not be glitchy? Don't you want it to make sure it's right? Like, I'm totally, if I were into it, if I were into any of that crap, if I were into any of that stuff,
yeah.
I would be like, you know what? I'm totally fine with that. Wait a little
Here's
bit more.
Here's the thing. I wanted it to launch right before the baby got here.
Ah, there it is.
So I could play with the baby here. Because, you can still be a responsible parent to a newborn and play a lot of video games.
Oh, yes, you can.
Because all it does is lay there.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's going to be, it's right after the baby gets here. So I needed it to be right before so I could set the foundation of like, hey, I've been playing Final Fantasy. Now I'm going to have to be like, hey, can I start playing this video game since the baby's only 10 days old?
Hey, I know you're recovering and everything, but I got this game to play.
Yeah, it's all good.
It is all good, man. It'll be fine.
It'll be a nice Thanksgiving Day video game to go get.
There you go.
Is that all you had to say about that, Chris?
Yeah. I don't know what the specific reason was for it. The article I read just kind of talked about how it's been delayed. They confirmed because it was a rumor for most of the week, and then they finally came out and confirmed that it's actually.
Somebody said something about a patch. Somebody said, I don't remember who it was, but one of the stories I read, someone said there was going to be a big patch that we released alongside of Final Fantasy 15 for its first day. However, we know that not everyone's connected to the internet, and we want people to be able to enjoy the game to its fullest. And so instead of doing a day one patch, we want to integrate that stuff into the launch.
Yeah, that's a lot better than the article I have. It just says for further polish and conduct quality testing.
Yeah, that's stupid. Nobody said that from. Yeah. That's the front desk lady at Square Enix said that.
That's PR. PR just said that.
Yeah, exactly. What they told me to tell you was
she's reading directly from the email.
For further polish and for you're like, okay, never mind. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. So the Assassin's Creed movie is making a little waves in the news this week. Damian Walters is the stuntman for the Assassin's Creed movie. Mm-hmm. He did a real leap of faith from 125 feet.
That dude is ridiculous.
Damian Walters has been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But he did a real leap of faith into a big, blow up, whatever the thing is called.
Yep.
Right.
And it's not a world record. that's actually the world record is old. It's from 81. And it's a guy named Dar Robinson who jumped from 220 feet free fall. But it's just kind of cool. They were pointing out that it's kind of cool that in the world of CG, you know what I'm saying, that they actually took time to do a real leap of faith. So he did 3 of them from 3 different heights. So starting from not low, I think he started at like, I don't know, like 80 feet and then went up to like 100 and something feet and then 125 feet.
That's awesome.
So
that's crazy.
it's the highest free fall in almost 35 years. And bringing that realism.
That's great, man. And if you don't know who Damian Waters is, it Waters or
Walters?
Walters. Just look him up on YouTube, man. The guy is insane.
Yeah, that he's a beat.
He is insane.
So I thought that was really cool. I was like, all right, Assassin's Creed movie, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
You still probably won't be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. I'm like, yeah, that's great and all, but is it going to be
that one
good?
free fall though will be awesome.
Yes, we'll be looking for it.
And I don't know if he did 3 of them so that they could just use them repeatedly.
Maybe.
Right.
You know, sorry, the first jump was 70 feet.
Wow.
But man, he turns that thing over late. You can see the video of it. Assassin's Creed movie at Assassin's movie tweeted out the video. But shoot, man, he like does that kind of swan dive for a long time and turns that thing over.
Wow.
Late. You're like, geez, Louise. So, anyway, it's kind of cool.
Yeesh.
Chris?
Well, I haven't been able to say this in a while, so I'm going to go ahead and say it now. But the Xbox One was the highest selling console for the month of July.
There you go.
Hey, good for them.
There you go, Microsoft.
And some of the stores, some of the articles I watched said that it didn't have anything to do with the new console. They were saying, "Oh, it's not even sold yet." But so I'm guessing this is only like brought home because I thought it might have included like pre-orders, but I guess it didn't. Because I think it was August when they started delivering the first round of Xbox One S.
Oh, wow.
But there was also a whole lot of deals going on because they knew that the old one was going out. So good for them to finally snab a month. It says in this article that hasn't happened since last October.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude,
and
good on you, Microsoft.
A bunch of the people on Microsoft's team were like tweeting out like, hey, thanks for making us the #1 console this month and blah, blah, blah. It's fine. And then Aaron Greenberg said the same thing. And then he goes, nice to be back on top, which I just had to chuckle at a little bit. I mean, it's kind of like that team that like they finally score a touchdown after halftime. And the guy's like, yeah, celebrating like crazy, jumping out in the crowd. It's like, all right.
Right.
Dude.
You're like, stop dancing.
It's like, just like definitely thank the fans. You should. Because they're the ones that help get you to that point. But
yeah, they're not helping their profit margins though if they keep discounting their console, so they're not making as much money on them. But it's the PR aspect of it, in my opinion.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, especially because they're bringing out the slim model, they're probably trying to get rid of inventory.
Sure.
However they can get rid of it, the better, because they want to focus it on the S, and then a year from now or whatever, the Scorpio as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's awesome though. Good on you, Microsoft. Yeah,
really.
Yeah. Titanfall 2.
Yes.
Boogaloo.
Coming out later this year, but they're going to do a technical test, which I'm excited about, this month. So the weekend of August 19th and the weekend of August 26th, you'll be able to play the multiplayer for Titanfall 2 for free on PS4 and Xbox.
Oh, cool.
So the first weekend we'll have 2 maps, Boomtown and Homestead, and 2 modes of play. One is going to be 8 versus 8, just team deathmatch with just the pilots, no Titans. And then the other will be Bounty Hunt, which is a 5 versus 5 mode. And it says in which you earn points only. Wait a second. Bounty Hunt, a new 5 versus 5 mode in which earned points only count if you bank them in your team's base. I don't know what that means, but we'll find that out. The second weekend, this is coming from Mashable, is a new map called Forward Base Kodai. Kodai?
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
Exactly. Another mode, 6 versus 6 amped hard point mode. Teams fight to commandeer control points. Defending teams then earn double points for holding that location. 2 new Titans will be in this one, Ion and Scorch. handful of pilots. You will not see any story, though.
Mm.
And it's kind of weird
So-
because, granted, the last one wasn't on PS4, but it's only on the consoles. There's not a PC beta.
I didn't see that there was a PC beta, but I don't know why.
Yeah,
you
that's
would
what
think
they
there would
said
be.
that there's not. Yeah, at least not for this round. There's not.
Weird.
PC is not in, part of it, which the last time when Titanfall 1 came out, there was a beta on PC and Xbox One. So that's a little
Yeah.
strange. And the way that they're splitting it up over 2 different weekends is a little strange as well. But hey.
Is it?
Well, I feel
didn't
like
think
most
that
of the
was
betas,
weird.
I feel like most of the betas that have come out for multiplayer shooters that I can remember and that I actually tried, like The Division and Call of Duty and whatnot, they've always been like, you can play for this week. And when Destiny betas were out,
Yeah,
I feel
but
like that's the way it's
I was just
been.
kind of looking at it as like beta and alpha, or alpha and beta almost. You know what I mean? Because Destiny did it
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, but even then they did it, if I remember right, they did it like a whole week, like a Saturday through a Saturday or something.
Oh,
It just
I see
seems
what you're
weird to
saying.
like split it out like this weekend, and then in the middle of the week, nothing. But I mean, if it's truly a stress test, if it's really more of that, then that makes a little more sense.
Right.
I just
yeah,
wasn't
exactly.
expecting that. I thought it was going to be like, oh, starting this week and it ends next weekend.
Right. Yeah, true. Yeah, but I'm excited about it. I'll definitely be downloading it and trying it
Yeah, I'm going to
because
give it
I'll
a
be in
shot.
town. Yeah. I'll stop laying hardwood for 2 seconds. Be like,
There
I
you
gotta
go.
go download something real quick.
There
Right.
you go.
So,
No, man, you can do it from your phone. Just keep working.
oh, that's right. What else you got, Christopher?
Well, speaking of betas, Battlefield 1 is also getting a beta.
Mhm.
Ooh,
It's going to
when
be
is
on
that?
PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows PC, and it begins August 31st.
Oh, snap.
But I don't see a duration listed in this article. Like, I don't know when it
On
ends.
a Wednesday? That is a strange day to start a beta. Like, hey, guys, I know you're in the middle of your work week. Want to play
Yeah.
some video games?
Yeah.
Right.
So, hump
Same.
day.
There you go.
So we
Oh,
can say,
there you-
Mike, what day is it, Mike? Battlefield 1 beta day.
It's so weird.
I like it. I'll take it. So the HoloLens,
Yes.
I think I saw this question pop up.
The,
VR versus AR.
holoback lens.
The holoback lens.
Uh-huh.
You can get the developer edition for $3,000.
Oh, okay. I'll take 2.
So yeah, exactly. So the people that Tim's gonna be like, our sweet friends Pauline and Pierre bought us 7 HoloLens developer kits while flying to
No,
Paris.
yeah,
and,
right. Exactly.
Flop, flom, flom. And so anyway, these guys,
Flop,
eating
flop, flop.
flan.
What the heck is flop, flop, flop?
I don't know, it sounds like something rich people would say.
That's just the sound that Martha Stewart makes when she's stirring something really quickly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Flop, 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 flop.
She's like, dear God, did you see what happened in Louisiana? Flip, flop, 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 flop.
Oh, these HoloLenses are delectable.
Oh God.
So these guys, the team behind NES or N3S, which is an NES emulator, brought the 2D NES into 3D space. Remember we kind of saw that the visuals where it's emulated in 3D space. Anyway, they got that on the HoloLens, and so
Yeah.
you're kind of playing Mario Brothers. It's hard to explain, but play Mario Brothers as you're like just looking at your wall,
Yep.
and it kind of takes up the whole area.
Oh.
And I was like, that kind of looks cool. I want that.
Right.
That sounds kind of cool.
And it definitely made me like, I don't know that it's actually cool or just that it's new looking, but it definitely pushed me over the edge of like, I think I definitely am looking more forward to AR than I am VR. Just something about being able to see around me and stuff being implemented into the real world, like, tickles my fancy a little bit more
Yeah.
than being closed off and having a full immersive experience, even though I can see why full immersion would be cool as well, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested in AR as well, but I'm more lax on it just because the ways that it's been implemented thus far that I've tried have not really blown me away. I've not been against them. Like if you think about Pokemon,
I don't know.
Pokemon,
It sounds like you were doing a lot of Pokemon.
but like I do the same thing. I turned off the
Turn your
camera,
camera
the
off.
AR stuff
Yeah.
like the very first time. Like
Yeah,
it
me
wasn't. It just makes the game easier to play actually when you don't, because you don't have to lift up your phone to go find things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, granted, the glasses, like having them just like Google Glass, like I never tried that. Stuff like that where it's actually on your face, that's a completely different experience, and I definitely want to give it a shot. But so far, in the limited ways that I've tried AR, I mean, it's fine, but
Yep. I haven't tried it in any. I didn't get to try the HoloLens. Like when I was at E3 that year,
Yeah,
the line was crazy.
No, I
long.
believe it.
I bet it
Yeah.
was.
And so I didn't get to try it, but I'm definitely excited about trying it.
I was just gonna say, I hope it doesn't go kind of the same way. Not that Google Glass was necessarily the same thing, but like they came out with this developer kit that was crazy expensive, and then did it get canceled? Like you don't ever hear about Google Glass anymore.
They got canceled.
Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping this HoloLens thing doesn't go the same route. Granted, they're different markets, and like one's geared more towards gaming, at least initially, and one Google Glass was not really.
Right.
So I know they're not the same thing, and I know that, but I want to see it come out and at least be a thing that I can try. You know, I hope it doesn't become vaporware.
Right, for sure. What else you got?
Well, Niantic Labs, the people who make Pokemon Go, are jumping on this bandwagon of permanently banning cheaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they came out and they said players who use bots, GPS hacks, and other exploits may face a permanent ban going forward.
Oh,
Now,
snap.
it's a little bit, supposedly it's a little bit harder for them to actually determine whether or not a person is cheating, but
I was about to say, yeah.
they do have ways, so they say, and they said they're going to permanently ban people that are cheating.
Do you think they just say this because then hopefully it scares people, or do you think that they actually have a way to find out? Like, that guy couldn't have been in London and in Nashville.
Right.
Yeah, they've got to have some way of finding things out, I would think. But
Seems like you'd have to be looking awful close.
yeah, I think it would have to be like the timing kind of thing. Because one thing somebody had brought up on Twitter, they're like, can I give my login to a person that's overseas and have them go catch me Pokemon over there?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's,
Oh,
I don't
right.
think that's against the rules. But if you're like, you were in Hong Kong and then 10 minutes later you were in Florida, well,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
probably going to be like, wait a minute, unless this guy's got a portal.
I wonder if you can. I wonder if you can't see that though if you do that login thing. Like if I give my login to somebody in Australia.
Yeah. And like, I don't know if that technically is against the terms of service, because the way that they also worded it was, we're going to go after people that are violating our terms of service. And I didn't read the terms of service, so I don't
Right.
know
Who
what the
does?
rules are.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
So I don't
You
really
owe
know.
them your firstborn.
And I've not
Right.
seen any articles like when Overwatch did all this banning. You started seeing tons of articles of people saying like, I got banned. I've not seen anything where somebody said they actually got banned from it yet.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see. But that's what they're saying right now.
But like you're cheating on Pokemon Go, it's not really that big of a deal, right? Because for me, it's
I
all
know.
about the collecting. Like I don't do any of the battles or the gyms or any of that stuff just because I don't want to get my butt kicked. But it's like you're not. Are you really cheating? You're just trying to find different Pokemon in different regions. But is it ban worthy? Who knows? It's their game. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah. Oh no. Hard to say.
You should dabble with the gyms, Router.
Oh man, no, I tried. I got shellacked. I tried and I got shellacked twice. I'm
You
like,
don't have
forget it.
You don't have to do it against enemy teams, if you will.
No,
you can
no.
do it
Yeah,
just
no,
to level up
I
your
did-
own teams as well.
I did go to a gym and was just, sparring with somebody and still got cremated. So I'm like, forget it.
Right.
Yeah. I don't even have any Pokemon strong enough to even fight anybody.
Yeah, that too.
The main reason that I started it was because it's the only way in game to earn coins. Number one, and number two,
Oh, you can?
yeah, that's
I
the
haven't
only
earned.
way.
Gabe's
I
like,
haven't
"Never mind."
earned a single coin.
Well, that's why, because you haven't messed with the gym. And then
Right.
the other thing is that Stardust, which if you're catching a lot of Pokemon, I'm sure you've got a lot of Stardust.
have a
But
ton
once you
of it,
start
yeah.
like leveling up and not evolving, but start powering up your Pokemon, like you use a lot of Stardust. And whenever you have different Pokemon on the gyms, like every 20 hours you can collect like a reward for them being there. And you get like 500 per Pokemon. So like the other day I had 4 different ones and I got 2,000 Stardust, which can add up.
Oh yeah.
I
So,
can.
and all I really do, I don't ever go to the enemy gyms and try to take them down unless
Right.
I see one that's really weak. All I really do is I go to ones that are already on my team, and if it has a slot open, I put mine on there. And if it doesn't have a slot and I can beat like the first 1 or 2 Pokemon, I'll battle them because it levels up your gym. And once you reach a new level, it opens up a slot and you can put yours on there.
So what's the strategy for battling? Because all I've been doing is swiping, tap, swipe, swipe.
Yeah, all you do is just keep tapping. Eventually, whatever your Pokemon is, they all have like a secondary attack. And there's different,
And you hold
depending on
it
what it
down.
is, there's different meters. Yeah, you hold it down, you can unleash that.
Yeah, see, I did
And there's
all
an
that and still
animation
got
that they
shellacked.
do right before they do it, so you can tell when the enemy's about to do it, and you can kind of swipe to the left or the right and try to dodge it.
Right.
But that's all that you do. It's just tapping is all
Okay.
that it is. It really comes down to being more powerful than the one you're fighting at the moment. But you don't.
Right.
It's not always just about CP, and I don't fully understand it yet. But there's some that are like water is better than rock. Let's say, for instance,
and water can help defeat fire Pokemon too.
Yeah, so
there's
I was fighting some Pokemon the other day. It was like 400 levels above me, but because my type was a stronger type than it, like a better counter to it, I was able to defeat it.
Nice.
So.
All right, good. There you go.
Yeah, I've learned most of it from my friend David that I started playing, went to do the restocking with. He's been telling me a little bit more about it and helping me. Like the other day, he's like, hey man, after work, I'm going to go take down this gym. If it's down, can you put your Pokemon and help me defend it? I was like, yeah, dog.
I got you, dog. I got you.
And then when I went to put it on that gym, I took a screenshot and texted to him, and he sent me, he's like, nice.
So funny.
That's awesome.
So ridiculous.
It is, isn't it? We are nerds. It's great.
My last thing I had was that the UI is getting refreshed on the PS4.
Oh, really?
And so you're going to be able to get to some things a little faster. If you hold down the PS button, usually it takes you to the big menu. This will take you to like a quick menu on the side.
Oh, nice.
So you can close application, check out your friends, turn the power off, see your online status, go to favorite groups, do your communities and stuff like that. Pops up on the left, which I thought was cool. You can do your share, screenshots, and all that from there instead of having to go to the big menu. They're also adding folders, so you can put like I was trying to think of why I would even use a folder, but like some games I have on my PlayStation that are just on the hard drive, but I always forget which ones those are.
Yep.
Right.
And so I guess you could put all your downloaded games in one and something else.
When is that coming?
I don't know when this is coming. This is the 4.0 software.
There's an open beta
rolls
for it,
out-
there's an open
soon.
beta. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's a beta right now. If you had signed up for it, you could get into it. I actually got into the beta and downloaded it last night.
Nice.
I've not
Yeah.
really messed around with it very much yet. I did one thing I did notice because I was playing Dishonored when I had it installed. I got a notification, and the background on the notification now is white, which is it definitely stood out more.
No, that's
Instead of
good.
black. Huh.
Yeah, instead of black. And then I did create a folder, but I'm kind of like you. The folder issue, like I've heard people say, like, "Oh, I need folders." Like I've never really felt like I needed one, so I made one just to
Yeah,
make
right.
it. But I'm like, all right, whatever.
You know what's funny though? I used folders a bunch on my Vita
Really?
That makes
just
sense.
because it was way easier to get to stuff and keep it all on one screen.
Well, when the PS4 first came out and it just kept putting your games on a big, huge line that you could scroll forever, I was like, oh my
Right.
gosh, they need to do something. But ever since they knocked it down to where it's only 15 and everything else just defaults into the library,
Yeah.
Yes.
that's been fine for me because the games I play the most are always up at the top.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Yeah.
And I think there's inside the library, there's other sorting options. I haven't played with it very much. I think you can now
Yeah.
sort them by install date or purchase date or ones that are actually on your machine versus
Nice.
aren't.
Yeah.
But I've not got to mess around with it much yet.
Another thing that I thought was cool that they're bringing is offline mode when it comes to trophies.
Yeah.
And
Oh, nice.
That's really cool because the trophies I feel like already take like 7 seconds too long to pull up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so now if you're offline, you can still see all your trophies without your internet connection.
You can
That's
also,
cool.
there's a way to go in and see the contents of hidden trophies,
Oh.
which has always been
wow.
a bit of a pain for me. Like if there's a hidden trophy, it's like, well, I'm just going to go on the internet and find out what this is because I want to get the trophy and I'm not just going to randomly do stuff until it
Right.
pops. So
What,
if
you mean you
want
don't
to
have
keep it
time for
hidden,
that?
You can. Yeah, if you want to keep it hidden, you can, but you can also go in and see what the contents are of that trophy.
That's
So
cool.
you know how to get it.
Nice. It says they're also changing the way the icons that show how rare a trophy is.
Yeah, I
Are.
haven't seen it yet, but yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Instead of 4 boxes that fill,
Yeah.
the icon looks like a pyramid with the ultra rare trophies at the top.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's
So,
nice.
We'll have to see that. I can't even picture it right now, but also 6:40 in the morning.
True.
Anything else, Chris? You out?
I am out, good sir.
Eduardo,
Gabriel.
what's going on the YouTube channel, my brother?
Telling you. Let's see.
I'm telling
Let's
you.
listen up, Tim Reuter.
Ooh, Tom Reuter.
Tom
Get it
Reuter.
right.
Tom Reuter,
Tom
excuse me.
Reuter.
Dang it.
Let's see. New on the YouTube channel this week, I put together a little Layers of Fear jump scare montage.
Yeah, you
Nice.
did. You don't jump
so-
very big though. I was a little disappointed.
No, and
I'm
that's,
not gonna
that's
front.
the thing is I don't go all PewDiePie over the top
Yeah.
because I tried not to be extra annoying. So it's just
What do you say about
Wow,
PewDiePie?
shots fired.
It's just really a montage of me rolling my eyes and looking at Sarah and exhaling.
That is one of my favorite parts, though. Is like seeing you look over at Sarah, like, did you see me jump, or did I just jump? I love that.
Also, we got Hitman Marrakesh parts 9 through 12 up there.
Oh yeah.
And then some game called Uncharted 4 parts 23 through 29 going up this week.
Yay.
You know, I learned from my friend the tortoise that slow
There
and
you
steady.
go.
Slow
There
and
you go.
steady wins the
race.
race, baby.
Because what's so annoying is that I've got it beat. I've got all my but because of the way I record my Let's Plays, which I'm changing the way I record my Let's Plays. But
Oh.
when I was recording my Let's Plays at the time, I still have to like go through it because I kind of. So the way I do it is I do my audio separate and then the game, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Well, I do my audio separate because I have kids and because I have a wife that, doesn't care that I'm doing a Let's Play. So she's like, hey, babe, blah, 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 blah. And, will just start talking to me.
Yeah.
And so I go through and I take all that out,
Right.
which takes forever. And so I wasn't marking when I was talking to people. So now when I talk to people, I'll snap
Yep.
because then on the waveform, I can see where I was snapping and just go take that out.
There you go.
She'll like, babe, can you do that? Why are you snapping?
Yeah, exactly.
Stop snapping at me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'll get it in a minute. I said, I'm just finishing up this level.
That's awesome.
It's so,
That's a sure way to get you to sleep on the couch.
exactly. But also, I wanted to I never had turned off my notifications before. And so
Oh, right.
I also would go through, because of the podcast, I've gotten a great list of friends on
Yes, you do.
whatever you call it, PlayStation. And so it'll be like, boom, boom, come to a party. Boom, boom, just signed on. Boom, boom, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I always go through and edit those people's names out. So just in case they're weird about that.
Right.
And so now I have the notifications turned off and I've started the snapping thing. Now it's like doing Hitman Marrakesh was way faster than doing
Right.
any of this Uncharted stuff. So
Yeah.
I apologize. Not that anybody's watching it, but I apologize
No hate here, man.
for going up so slowly.
Nah, it's all good.
Oh,
Let's see. We got the top 10 YouTube videos combined average of watch time and views for August 8th through August 14th.
oh snap.
Number 10, Rise of the Tomb Raider Part 28, The Gathering.
Ooh,
An old stranger.
great game.
Number 9, Gabe and Chris react to Days Gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Number 8, Rise of the Tomb Raider Part 36, Gate Crasher.
Oh, yeah.
Number 7, Married to the Games Episode 204, USA, USA, USA.
Nice.
That's not how that is said.
At all.
Come on,
oh,
Ed.
That's right. I guess I substituted the exclamation marks with commas. Sorry about that.
USA. USA. USA.
USA.
There it is. There it
USA.
is.
USA. I
There
have
it
to
is.
get that in one more time because by the time we do the podcast next week, the Olympics will be over.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
Have you watched the Olympics? You said you hadn't watched any since the podcast last week. Did you ever turn it back on, Ed?
We watched Michael Phelps's final race, I think,
Nice.
Oh, okay.
but that was it. Yeah,
Nah, I feel you.
I knew I didn't have the fever. Not this
That's
year.
all
Not
right.
this year, at least.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
got
every other Olympics, it hits me.
you got in a cold bath,
I did.
got the fever down.
You got the
He likes the
cold
Winter Olympics, not the summer.
There you go. Number 6, Lego Dimensions Part 36, Bane.
No, there it is.
Oh,
There
Always.
it is. Number 5, Here's Ori and the Blind Forest Part 14, Thornfelt Swamp.
Wow.
Nice.
Thornfeld Swamp.
Poking you in the butt
What the heck?
What?
because it's Thornfell Swamp.
Oh, I was like, what kind of swamps have you been in?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't go to swamps.
Number 4, Tumblestone World 2, Rage Quit.
Nice.
Ah, I love that
Number-
it's World 2 Rage Quit. Like,
I know,
not,
right?
not even into the game that far.
I know. Number 3, Gabe and Chris react to Resident Evil 7.
Oh no, we fell to number 3, Chris.
You can't be on top forever.
We're a bronze. We're a bronze medal.
Bronze.
I'll
Number
We're
take
about
it.
to be off the podium pretty quick here, Chris.
Right. Number 2, Tumblestone World 1.
Oh, nice.
I know
Number
what this one
1,
is. It is-
Mrs. Breadfan
Yes!
tries
Yes!
PSVR.
There it
Defending
is.
her title.
And can I just say, by a long shot,
Nice.
Mrs. Breadfan
Really?
tries, not even close this time.
That's
oh,
awesome.
sweet.
Look at her.
Yes.
Wrecking shop.
Love that.
That's
That is
awesome.
great. Well, every week we ask you guys a question. Last week was no different, except for the fact that every now and then, Eduardo will come up with a question in the middle of the week. That's great.
Really?
Unless this wasn't you.
Okay.
I just figure it's you. Describe the weekend you had in 3 words. Was that you?
Oh, yeah, that was me.
Of course it was. See, I know my friends. Starting over at, I just thought some of these answers were fun, so I'm going to read them. Starting over with Facebook, Mike Doherty, home, alone, Overwatch.
Nice.
And then 2 under him, someone say Overwatch? Over on Twitter, we've got John at Sir John 11, 110 degrees hot.
Oof.
Yep. Iowa State Fair from Jim Page at
Nice.
Zachemia. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know what Ed's was. Did not die.
Was not murdered.
Was not murdered. Even better.
White in all caps, water rafting.
Oh, that's great.
Chris at BreadFan35.
Oh, yes, sir.
So many Magikarp.
That was awesome.
That's great.
Donnie, hashtag BelieveLand at Plan Nintendo. Sick on couch.
Ooh.
Aw.
Sorry.
Aw.
Yeah, no good. Dan at midnight_Dan. Carnival empty wallet,
Yep. Sounds about right.
which I totally agree with because we went to the fair
Yep.
and yes, you're right.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, how come we came here to ride some rides and get like a burger and leave spending $100?
Yep.
Ooh.
How does that work?
I don't know. Did you guys...
How does that work?
Hey, all right, Ray.
Riri.
Sorry.
Stephen Miller at Weight of Joy. This was funny. Remember this. Describe your weekend you've had in 3 words. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, well,
Literally.
thank you,
Perfect.
literal.
I love that. When I saw it, I smiled and giggled a little.
Yes.
Nice.
Brian Whetstone at big_daddy_BW.
Hey, Dub.
This is a nice. This is a nice one. Saw old friends.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
that's
yeah.
good.
That says a lot in 3 words.
Yeah.
Going over to the question of the week. We asked you guys, when naming things in games, i.e. characters or places, do you go serious or silly? Over at the forum, Haley Miller said, I usually go pretty normal and serious unless I can't think of anything, in which case I'll go silly. I think that's a good default.
Yeah.
When in doubt, go silly. Seth is the GOAT. Usually serious, though in No Man's Sky, it's a mix. I've named one planet Naughty Dog and everything in it something to do with Naughty Dog games.
Nice.
Cool.
I named stuff in other universes after Arthur Conan Doyle books and characters.
Oh, very nice.
See, I knew somebody would know what that was.
He created Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Who is Arthur Conan Doyle? Just kidding. It sounded like the opposite of what
Jeopardy?
Ed just said. Sounded like, yeah, Alex Trebek. He created
Sherlock
the
Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes books. Who is
Sean
Arthur
Connery.
Conan Doyle? Exactly.
Sean Connery.
Andrew Chung said, I think I go for the role-playing approach like if it was a pet. I'd name it a pet name I've wanted for a pet I couldn't have.
Aw.
If it was, yeah, it is a little sad sounding. If it was open world like Terraria, I think I actually opt for something that helps jog my memory about the world in case I never play for months. I thought that was genius.
That's a good idea.
Because I've gone back to games for sure where I was like, what was I doing?
Yeah.
And then I just don't end up playing it. But if you name those planets after maybe some of its attributes, I thought that was really smart. Over on Twitter, Grant Gustafson at Grant it is. Is it multiplayer? Then silly. If not, then I pay zero attention to it. Animator, 3D modeler at dspin67. Sports games character is always named after one of my kids. Shooting games after one of my uncles.
All right then.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Maybe his uncle was an elite sniper.
Lane White at Lane Storm. I do both. Normally I go silly when I don't care or I'm streaming. I also create the most ugly custom characters possible. Reminded me of Router's white Puerto Rican.
My white Puerto Rican. That's awesome.
Oh, man. Thank you guys so much for the answers. You guys know where to find us. Facebook.com/married to the games. Twitter.com/MTTGcast. Of course, you can come check out the website, marriedtothegames.com, and hop on that old forum. Also, all the podcasts are listed there if you want to go back and listen to one for some strange reason. Every now and then, when looking through our stats, I'll see that like 7 people listened to the pilot this week.
Yeah.
And so that's always
It's so fun.
it's so weird, but that's also very fun. YouTube.com/married to the games. Router.
Rate us on iTunes so we can prevent Ed and Sarah from being murdered next weekend.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yay! No murder, Ed and Sarah.
Yay, no murder.
Yay.
Yeah, let's get into some questions.
All right, we're going to blaze through this because we got a lot of responses this week, so thank you, everybody. I'm going to start with Angela on email, a.k.a. Silver Husky, and then, forgive me, Angela, but I'm going to paraphrase your email because it's a little long and we ain't got time. I've been listening to this podcast for nearly 3 years now, and it's amazing how fast time flies. You guys you guys are definitely a regular part of my week now. Thanks for so many years of laughs and so much positive entertainment. Congrats on 200+ episodes and adding Chris and Ed to the podcast.
Yeah.
Basically, in her email, she went back in 2011 and played a DS game called Ghost Trick, and it was it was from the creator of Capcom's Ace Attorney series.
Yeah.
And she started playing it and then didn't like it and stopped playing. Come 2014, she ends up picking it back up and all of a sudden loves it. So she says, What are some games you put down because you didn't like them, only to try again and discover that you really like them? And a bonus Yeah, right. And a bonus question, how big are your gaming backlogs? She says, mine is shamefully large and includes way too many JRPGs that take more than 100 hours to complete.
Exactly.
Lord have mercy. Thank you, Angela, for that. And sorry I had to paraphrase it. But, yeah, man, what games that you put down?
There was a game by Konami called Snatcher, and it's way back in the day. We're talking Sega CD days.
Okay.
And I played it. I never owned a Sega CD, and so I never really got to dive all the way in. Kind of liked it, but had to put it down because we moved or something like that, because it was a buddy's Sega CD. And then I picked it up, come the age of the ROM, I picked it up years and years later and ended up beating it later on. And it was like a nice little trip through memory lane. But look it up, Snatcher. Really interesting, crazy game, but, back in the day.
The first time I went through Telltale's Game of Thrones, I wasn't really feeling it. I was kind of bored. And the second time around, I really enjoyed it.
Really?
Yeah. That's amazing. You went through a second time around. Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
Mine for me is going to be Metal Gear, because I definitely want to go back and play it for my boy.
There you go. Okay. Good man.
For me, I'm going to say Hearthstone, because I started it and I was like, I don't really get this. It's not working for me. And then I went back probably about 2 weeks later, and then I got hooked on it.
That's true.
Nice.
I think I did that too. That's a good point. Yeah, I love that game.
That was a good one. I'm sad I don't play that anymore.
I know, you should be. Gaming backlogs, how big are they right now, boys?
Oh, not huge of stuff I want to play. I've got a lot of old school games sitting here that I want to play, like Mickey's Mousecapade and Legendary Wings and stuff like that, but probably only 4 or 5 deep.
Yeah, it's going to get interesting in the fall, though, once we start getting new games.
That's when it's going to be tough.
The backlogs are definitely going to start getting bigger.
Yep.
Boys?
I don't have anything I consider a backlog.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh, look at you all caught up.
I know.
All right, moving on to Facebook. Ian George, I can probably count on one hand the times I've actually shut down my PS4. Am I shortening its lifespan by always putting it on rest mode?
That's a good question. I've always wondered about that because I'm not the guy. I think that here's the thing. It doesn't have a battery like your laptop does or something like that. So it does hurt your battery on your cell phones and your laptops to leave them plugged in at all times. Does that keep me from keeping my laptop plugged in? I still keep it plugged in all the time, but it does shorten the battery. I don't know how that works with electronics. Like, does staying on all the time hurt, or shutting it down? I don't know how that works. That's a good question.
I've got a URL for him. It's on howtogeek.com.
Okay.
If you go to howtogeek.com and then look up, should you use rest mode on your PlayStation 4 or turn it off? The answer is it's fine either way. What you end up spending at all if you put it in rest mode is just your electric bill is power, because it still is powering your PS4.
Right.
They said that if you are going to be gone for long periods of time, then maybe shut down the PS4.
Yeah.
But like if you're going on vacation or you're just going to be out for a long time, shut it down. But he said in rest mode, it's not a big deal. It won't hurt the lifespan of it.
Mm-hmm.
I found that on ours, we lose power here in the condo very easily. And if it's in rest mode, it's always jacked up when I try to turn it on.
Yes, it does not like getting just the powered plug pulled on.
No, not at all. We had that this past week here, and the power went out. But yeah, if you're in a zone like that and you frequently get power outages like that, I would definitely shut it down more than I would put it to sleep.
Yeah, I've had the power outage thing happen to me a couple of times. We don't have that issue too much here at the house, but my PS4 is always in rest mode.
Yeah, me too.
Every time. I love being on vacation and attaching to it with the Vita and playing something, or if there's something I'm at work or somewhere and I'm like, oh, this game came out, or I see the announcement of a PS Plus game, it's like, oh, I'll just hit that to download so that when I get home, it's already there.
Yep.
You can only do that if it's in rest mode. The same thing with the Xbox One, but I don't download as much stuff over there, so I usually turn it off.
Yeah, so I think the bottom line is I think you're fine. Just keep going in rest mode. But yeah, if you want to look at that howtogeek.com article, go for it. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
It shows you the amount of power it uses and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Good question. Mark Boucher, a lot of times gamers tend to shout things out in frustration when the game doesn't go our way. The most common things I scream out are, what the heck? And I shot him in the head. Why is he not dead? Can you think of any common mannerisms of frustration you have while gaming? I can, but I can't say them on this podcast.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I don't think I can say them.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Ed, what's your go-to?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's good.
My two are no, and you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah,
Right.
I definitely do have like what?
Yeah,
I guess I can say
exactly.
that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's funny.
I always do that.
Yeah. I definitely have I definitely have the standard, like, what the freak?
Yeah, I say, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I think mine's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I know whenever we're playing Overwatch with Gabe, he'll always be like, "Oh, Gabe, you are so stupid." I'm like, dude, you need to stop being so mean to yourself.
I know, that's what Kale said the other day we were playing. He was like, stop being so hard on you. He's like, I can't help it. I want to win.
I do that a lot too. It's always, Ed, you idiot.
Yeah, or he'll go, "Gabe, you are the worst." I'm like, dude, no, you're not. You're fine.
I did notice I said that the other day, like, you are the worst at everything.
He's so bad to himself.
You are the worst at everything. You're a horrible person.
Yeah, you're a horrible person.
So funny.
That's awesome.
That's great. Good question.
Sean Capri, no question. Just wanted to say hi to Tom Reuter. Love you guys.
Nice.
Never let me live that one down. That's awesome.
A good one.
Josh Benson, what's the best storytelling in a game you played? Someone asked best story a few weeks ago, and Ed nailed it by saying good storytelling is different than a good story. While we're at it, best storytelling rapper singer, Notorious B.I.G. for me, but tempted to say R. Kelly. Parentheses, I stepped out of the closet.
That's right.
That's great.
Shoot, best rapper. Because what's funny is that they all used to tell stories.
Yeah,
I was going to say old school
time.
Fresh Prince.
I love the way Ludacris flows because it's not necessarily telling stories, but how he describes things. I think he's amazing at that. I love it. I
would say LL Cool J.
LL, man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What was the first part of the question?
Yeah, but as far as the best storytelling in a game you played, and that's a good quote that he quoted you, Ed, by saying good storytelling is different than a good story.
Yeah, because you can tell a bad story well.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. There I was. The Water Boy. Yeah.
Best storytelling in a game.
For me, I mean, anytime storytelling pops up, obviously Naughty Dog pops in my head, but also, and I don't know if this is true. I just need more time to think about it. But Infinite, man, that BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good.
That story I felt like was told really, really well and
Yeah.
unfolded nicely.
Yep.
And you grew to, you know, anytime you grow to love characters, I always am in awe with how storytellers can get you to love a character. I'm like,
Yep.
why do I care all
Yep.
of a sudden? This is so, you know, love that.
I have to say The Last of Us, just because the end of it, you know, I want wanting to see what happened with Ellie and which direction it went, and then how it actually ended. I don't want to spoil anything for somebody who hasn't played it.
Yep.
I just kind of looked at the screen for a little bit, and I just had to think about it. And so for me, I think I'm going to say that one. And also, I'm going to give a little bit of a shout out to Inside. Even though the way it ended, I was kind of dumbfounded. I mean, it didn't really tell you anything, but yet it told a pretty good story, I thought.
Yeah.
One that was interesting.
I watched a bunch of that. I haven't finished it yet, though.
It's going to get crazy.
It's going to get crazy. I'm warning you. Yeah, I'm with you, Chris. For me, it was definitely The Last of Us. But I also, I was really tied into season 1 of Walking Dead, the Telltale series, too, because it was it was so
that was
powerful. And because you are so like immersed in that, it told the story really well.
I'm going to go with Tales from the Borderlands and just the way they use the Tarantino, the way the story folds over on itself so much. I thought was really cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching that playthrough.
That is on my backlog right now. That's the next thing I'm playing. I can't wait.
Yeah,
It's going to be good.
That's a good question.
Good question, Josh. Thanks. Staying on Facebook one last time. Brian Whetstone. I celebrated my birthday earlier this month and pre-ordered No Man's Sky. I have enough left of my birthday money, thank you Amazon Prime for 20% off pre-orders, to pre-order another game. I'm debating between Final Fantasy 15 and Dishonored 2. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan and didn't play the first Dishonored. However, I'm willing to give it a shot based off your guys' glowing recommendation of the first. Pre-ordering Dishonored 2 gets you the first Dishonored, by the way. What should I do? Woo, those are two totally different games.
Yeah, they are.
I think I would say, because I hadn't played Dishonored and I've not played any Final Fantasy, so I can't really say from that standpoint. But I think Dishonored comes out first, so it's kind of a matter of if you want something to play sooner than later, I'd say go with Dishonored just based on that.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But he's not going to be done with No Man's Sky. He probably will never be done. So then again, he might be fine.
Yeah, he might be.
So is he asking just between those two or just any of them?
It sounds like it's between those two. 15 and Dishonored 2, because he's got a little extra money to pre-order, and you get 20% off pre-orders on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's crazy because you probably could spend more time with Final Fantasy, even though Dishonored 2 technically comes with 2 games.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just one's linear and one's more open in a way. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think either one you'll be fine with and you'll probably be happy with. Me personally, I would go Dishonored 2.
Wait just a little bit and see if there's another delay for Final Fantasy, and then just go Dishonored.
Right.
There you go.
Here's the thing. No Man's Sky is supposed to be an open universe. Final Fantasy is going to be an open world. I'd go Dishonored.
Yeah, it's more linear.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just so you're not back to back, you'll be wearing yourself out with
That's
these
true.
long
Yeah,
games.
that's true.
Good point.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
But then
really good
outside
point.
of that, man, I don't know, man. That Watch Dogs,
Oh, yeah.
God
shoot.
of
Man,
War.
I'm telling you.
Ugh.
Well, God of
Yeah.
War's not this year, so
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
Horizon, that's not this year.
that's not this
That's
year. either.
February.
I'm just talking about pre-ordering for
Oh,
pre-order's
yeah, yeah,
sake at this point.
That's
Yep.
true.
Gotcha.
Well, hey, Scorpio, just pre-order something.
Exactly.
Final Fantasy 7,
Right. Yeah. Please.
which will never come out.
Episode
All right.
1.
Moving on to Twitter, at Pixel Ryan. How awesome was that Star Wars Rogue One trailer?
That was pretty good.
Did anybody see the second one?
I didn't see it.
I did.
Oh, go see it. It's awesome.
Is that going to be Homegirl's mom?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
I have no
No,
idea.
it's
I
gonna
mean,
be-
I don't know for sure, but if you're having me guess, I'd say no.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Go-
I was hoping kind of not for some strange reason.
Go see the next trailer. It's really, really good.
Okay.
Getting
Can't
me
wait.
really excited for December. So. That's right.
I know. I hear
And-
he's back. It's James Earl Jones too, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, come on,
That's
James.
awesome.
It is.
What it do, James? Where you been at, Doc?
At Junie_A6, with all the talk about upcoming VR sets for different devices, are you totally sold on it or the potential for it?
No.
I'm sold on it.
Yeah, neither for me.
I'm sold on it if you could get up and turn around. Like the Hive, the way the Hive works.
Mhm.
Vive.
If that was the way,
Vive.
Vive, sorry. The way the Vive works, thank you. I would, if that was across the board, like get up, be able to, I don't need to walk around, but I want to be able to turn around.
Right.
If that was more the case, then I'd be a little bit more sold than still just sitting in a chair and
Right.
using my neck muscles uncomfortably for the moment.
Yeah, I take it back. Like he said, totally sold or the potential. I like the potential for it.
Yes.
I'm just not there. I'm not at the spot where I'm like, yeah, I can switch up my gaming style to do this. Like I like controller in front of the TV, headphones.
But
done.
here's the thing, though. Like, you've not tried it yet, so you really don't know, right?
He does know. It's all the same thing.
It's true. I haven't tried it yet, so
But
I'm
he's still
definitely
not sold
judging.
on it.
I don't mean that like as an accusation or anything like that. I just mean like,
No, you're
just
not.
totally get out there and like give it a shot. Like, somebody will
I'm
have
definitely
it.
judging a book by its cover right now, but I already know myself, and I'm not interested.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to try it because
I
I'm not
understand
interested.
that part. Yeah, because
But I like the potential for it. You're right. I do like the potential for it. I think it's great, but it's just not for me right now, so I'm not going to touch it.
It is definitely a Gen 1 project or product. So
Sure,
I
sure.
completely, and I may, again, like I've said multiple times, I may completely change my mind once I actually have it at home. I may be like, you know what, this ain't that great after all. But from what I have tried so far,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
and
sold
you've
on it.
tried it many a times too, so that's great. You have made your decision. You have done your research. You have tested it out, and you're still sold. So that's
I do
great.
agree with Gabe though. I think it'll hit its stride when it could be either wireless in some way or something like that. That's where
Right.
it'll really
Yes.
take off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Good question.
Very good question. At Rob Goddard, describe your own perfect Star Wars game if you could make one. Ooh.
Man.
Oh.
Ugh.
Legos.
I just want to feel powerful. There's always games like, you know, whether it's Superman or whatever, like superhero, there's always like this little lack of power you feel like, man, I don't feel like Superman. What do you mean I have to unlock X-ray vision? Not that that's ever happened in a game, but what I'm saying is like, there's always like this sense of like, I want to feel all powerful and I guess in gaming, they're like, well, you can't be too strong. You just be able to beat everybody. But they find out ways around that. But I just want to feel like a freaking Jedi, like throwing people across the room and things like that.
And you get to do that a little bit in Battlefront.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Or Battle. Yeah.
Yeah, if
Honestly,
Battlefront hadn't come out, I think we probably would have had a lot more to say about it.
Yeah.
But for me, like I love Hoth. I think Hoth Snowspeeder, just going around and I don't know. I think that would be cool. I love that planet. I think it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Something around Hoth.
Honestly, my answer is Battlefront. I mean, if you just add a little bit of a story campaign with it, because I'm with you, Gabe. You want to be like a Jedi or whatever, but they're not going to make it super powerful. There's going to be something like you've got to unlock this or that. So it's never going to feel like what you envision in your head.
Sure,
Whereas Battlefront, the way that it is now, I get to be a Jedi that's powerful, but not overly powerful, or a Sith or whatever if I get the power up. Plus, I just run around. I feel like I'm in the Star Wars universe when I play that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So if they just added like they're going to do for the next one, as they've said, if I just have a campaign, I think I'll be completely content. I think that's all I really need.
Yeah.
Right.
I can get with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, awesome. Great question, Rob. Final one at dspin67. I've been working on the honey-do list for a few weeks. When does it all end? How do you stay motivated?
It doesn't, as long as honey is alive.
Yeah, we got bad news for you.
Yeah, it's never
As long
never
as you've
ending.
got a honey, there's a honey-do list.
Yep. But like Gabe said, and like we've all said, take your time. You know, like you don't have to get everything done in one shot. I mean, I know it's one of those. Yeah, go ahead.
And it's better to get it right the first time.
Absolutely.
Than have
You
to
do
go
not
back
want to
and
come
fix
back to
anything.
that.
That's
You do
true.
not want to come back to that if you can.
Mm-mm.
But stay strong, man. It's all good. You'll get it.
Yeah, you got this.
You got it.
You got your brothers behind you, Doc.
That's
There
right.
you go.
If you need us, call a contractor, like Router said.
That's right. That's it, everybody. Thank you so much for the questions.
Thank you guys so much for the questions. We love it's my favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
Question for you guys, getting a little nostalgic because I think watching the Olympics and them doing so many throwbacks and you like, oh yeah, that one time, or oh yeah, there's been so many things that they've shown that I didn't even remember from Olympics past, and I was like, oh, that stood out. Like homegirl doing the vault and hurting her ankle.
Oh, yeah.
Carrie struggles, whatever.
Never forget that.
Carrie struggling. And so I wanted you guys to name a game from your childhood that stands out above the others. Name a game from your childhood stands out among the others. Router, you got one?
Yeah, Dragon's Lair for me when I was playing at the arcade at the beach. Like, I just put tons of quarters into that one.
There you go. Chris?
I will say Street Fighter 2.
Ooh, good
I played
choice.
the mess out of that game.
Yeah,
I
nice.
beat it with every character but one.
Nice. Well, it sounds like it's time to go back, Doc,
I know.
and beat with that one.
Dang right.
Edward?
Space Ace.
Yeah.
Space Ace.
Look at us. We're the Don Bluth brothers.
Yeah, we are.
The Don Bluth brothers. Nice. I would have to say, along the same lines of Chris, Mortal Kombat 2.
Look at you.
Oh, nice.
It was like the first game that I had like the booklet to with the combos in it,
Right.
so that I could
nice.
get good at it. Was it 2 or 3? I think it was 2.
Who was your character? Who was your go-to character?
Katana
Nice.
Nice.
was my go-to back in the day, and I'm really hoping that was Mortal Kombat 2.
Hashtag MTTG oops.
Exactly. We're about to
keyboard
find out.
clacking now.
I know people are like, oh, look it up.
Look it up, look it up.
So let us know what game from your childhood stands out above the rest. Use hashtag answer MTTG. And we appreciate you guys listening, man. 205 in the books. We are 3 weeks away from being 4 years old.
4 years old, man. That's
wow.
crazy.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Crazy.
Hit us up wherever you want to, man. I love hearing that people have been listening to the show for 3 years and hitting us up on email and stuff like that. You can always leave us a voicemail, 702-703-MTTG. Might play it on the show. I might just share it with these guys. You never know. I'm Gabe Patillo. That is Tim Router. That is Ed Placencia. That is Chris McCracken. And we are married to the games. And we are up out this thing.